Hi everyone. So I'm going to be trying to do something a bit different this time. Normally when I make videos, I usually have a script with me so I know what I'm saying. But recently I feel like in order to make more videos quicker, figured I better just do like these types of vlogs or pod podcasts, however you want to call them. So as you can tell, I'm reading off script. So yep, everything I say, it's just coming straight into my head. So I figured, what type of topic should I start with? And I thought, well, how about I just talk about my channel itself and all the videos that I've done on it and the inspirations behind all of them. A bit of a vanity project, I know, but what can you do? I'm not very sure how long I'm actually going to make this for. I aim for an hour, that's my goal, but I don't know, it might be shorter. It depends how long it takes me to finish talking about stuff. But I feel like the first thing I've got to talk about is to all, I don't know, to all 5 people who actually watch my videos. You may have noticed that I've technically got 2 channels. There's this one, the Dr. I channel. Thinking of changing the name, not sure what yet. But yeah, yeah, there's this channel and the Broken Wall channel. Now, the reason why I decided to do 2 different channels is because I feel like, see, I'm trying to be a filmmaker, a writer, and I feel like having a second channel showing my more professional made videos would appear better on a CV, if you will. But there was so many other things I wanted to talk about, like personal interests and other things that I'm a fan of. But I thought it would have been a bit awkward if, say, a producer was looking on my Broken Wall channel and watching some of the films I've made, and then suddenly they see a video of me talking about, I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants. I just feel like that would be a bit of a I just feel like that would have been a bit too disturbing. But no, not disturbing. Distracting, that's the word. So that's why I decided to make 2 channels, and that's why I decided to add this, as I said, this video right now onto my Dr. I channel, because I always imagined this channel to be a more traditional YouTube channel where most people just randomly put stuff on. And as I said, I figured I might as well go over the videos I've made and discuss why I decided to do these and what my inspiration was behind them. So, yeah, I gotta apologise for if you can hear this steam sound in the background, my Mac's, it keeps on getting overheated, I believe, whenever I stay on it for too long or when I've got more than one tab open. I am hoping to, I have been debating whether to get a new one or just stick with this one because nothing major has happened yet. So, anyway, I'm kind of blabbing on now. So, I wanted the whole purpose of my Dr. I channel was to just put down any random video I could think of, and that's why there's I've tried to do like all sorts of genres on my videos because I don't want to be a one. I don't want to be a one single channel on a certain subject. I like to explore. I like to expand because I just get bored very easily, and I just feel like this is the best way to do it. So the first video that I ever uploaded on this channel was a video game review on Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Now, the reason why I decided to make this the first video is because at the time, I kid you not, at the time, hardly anyone talked about this game, which I always found bizarre because, I mean, apparently the marketing for I was a bit young at the time, but the marketing for the Phantom Menace was insane. It was mental, and there was like a product for everything that involved the Phantom Menace, and well, it makes sense that there was a video game, but not a lot of people talk about it. It's almost one of those forgotten PS1, not just PS1 games, but also one of those forgotten Star Wars games, and I just found that so interesting, and I decided to do a video game review on it because I I recently ordered it on Amazon because I actually used to have this game for the PC, but I can't get that copy to work now, so I decided to order the PS1 version of the game. And if you watch my review, you understand how I personally feel about it. It's not really a terrible game. It's just really difficult. But then again, PS1 games were all difficult. That's something I've not. I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but I always find PS1 games more difficult than PS2 games, and I just find that so bizarre. So my second video was a video game review for Rugrats Search for a Reptar. Now this was an old childhood favourite of mine, and now the funny thing is that the reason why I did a review on this game is because around that time, loads of people like Cadicarus or any other video game review channel was reviewing this game like at the same time, and I thought, well, I might as well give my opinion on it. And again, if you want to hear it, just watch the review. It's on my channel. It's one of the first videos. My third video was a review on Doctor Who Time Fracture. Now, if you don't know what Time Fracture was, it was a immerse experience based on Doctor Who. Just think of the London Dungeons, but Doctor Who themed. And again, if you want to hear the whole thing, just watch the video. One thing I noticed is that I tried to make these videos as short as possible. Like, I tried to make them like 10 minutes long. That's the intention, but I mostly get them around 5. The longest one's 14, so that's a that's a bit of a. But anyway, yeah, Time Fracture was great. It's such a shame that it's closed down now. They did say they're going to reopen it one day. I'm not sure where. I heard Manchester, but we just got to wait and see about that. The fourth video I did on my channel was the Dalek invasion that never was. Well, not really a full video, it was more of a teaser. And this was an idea I had because around this time I was going through a fan audio trend phase, if you will. And this was I will be honest, most of it was just to get the attention of the Doctor Who fandom, because a lot of YouTubers I admire just did Doctor Who fan audios, and I just wanted to be part of that. So I thought, what could be a good audio story that could get people's attention? And I thought, now, I don't know if anyone's watching or hearing this as a Doctor Who fan, but in Series 3, the Master took over the Earth, but then the following series, the Daleks stole the Earth. Just watch the video. I explain in full detail what the story was going to be. Unfortunately, though, the more I thought about it, and the more I tried to get around into making it, I just thought it was too big of a story to really do at least one person, because the problem with me is that try to be a I try to be a one man type. I just like doing everything by myself. So I don't want to ask an editor, ask a sound designer to help me out. I'm stubborn like that. I'm so sorry, but that kind of explains why my videos are very. I don't want to say cheap, but they are very. They might look unprofessional in some places. I try not to, but they do tend to come across that way. Moving on, my video after that was non-Force villains from the Skywalker saga. This was just my attempt to do a Star Wars video of, because you know the villains from Star Wars are always going to be memorable, and I wanted to make a video that made my channel stand out. So I thought there's always top 10 Sith, top 10 Imperial officers. So I thought, well, why not talk about the non-Force villains from the films? And when I say the films, I mean the Skywalker saga in general, because if I talk about every non-Force villain from the Star Wars universe, that video would not be 7 minutes long, let me tell you that. But yeah, after that, it's my attempt to do a one villainous scene. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It was a bit of a phase that a lot of YouTubers, bit of a, not a phase, but a trend that loads of YouTubers were doing at the time, talking about a certain scene, about a certain villain, and what they love about that scene. And I was really surprised that no one talks about the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where Indiana Jones and Belloc are talking in a, I don't want to say, kind of like a calf, an Egyptian calf, where Belloc mentions how him and Indiana are so similar. And it's one of the best written scenes in the film because, and it pretty much shows why Belloc is a really engaging antagonist, because he truly was the anti-Indiana Jones. And again, I go over that in the video. Moving on, there's a video after that video. There's another one. There's one called voiceover. Actually, going back to sorry, I'm going back to the one villainous scene. This is one of those videos where I wish that the dislike button was back, because I genuinely want to see if people actually liked the video, because as I said, my videos are not the most professional made, and I could be wrong on a lot of things, but yeah, it is struggling to make it on YouTube, or at least standing out with all the countless videos there is on different topics. And I think you get like 100 videos, not just an hour, but every 5 minutes there's a different YouTube video talking about a topic, and it could be anything, and it would be a huge coincidence if it just happened to be a video based on, well, what you've done. But after that, moving on, I did a voiceover practice because, as I said, I want to get more involved in my. I want to be an actor, so, and I want to get into voice acting a lot more, because I find after doing a few audios, voice acting is, well, I'm not going to say it's easier, but it's just a lot more convenient, if you know what I mean. If you do voice acting yourself, you know what I mean. It's just, all you need is a Mac or PC, editing software and a microphone, and that's it. You can do as many videos as you want. But I did a voiceover practice. I used video games for some reason, I don't know why. you can watch the video. Yeah, I'm going to be saying that a lot because even though I'll be talking about these videos, I'm not going to say what happens all the way through because I, I still want people to watch them and I still want people to, comment on them. I really want more comments because I want to get better. And if it's constructive criticism, I will take it as long as it's constructive because, there's so many arseholes out there who just want to ruin everyone's fun. But anyway, God, I just keep on changing the subject, don't I? After that, I did a video based on horror theme parks, and I don't know why the whole setting of a theme park, or at least a horror theme park, it's even circuses, scary circuses. They've always fascinated me in the media. I tried to add a bit of a story to that one as well. Again, watch the video to know what I mean. And then after that video, I did one which was kind of like a review on the Spider-Man 2002 video game, the one based on the first Sam Raimi film. And I tried to give it a bit of a gimmicky title instead of... Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice here. Oh, I'm so sorry. See, that's the problem. I'm not going to edit this, so that's going to stay in. So, I want this to feel as natural as possible. So, I didn't want to just call it Spider-Man the movie 2002 review. I gave it a gimmicky title of Spider Bolden because there's a mini game in the game where you just play as Spider-Man knocking over some thugs over, and it's practically styled like a bowling game, and I just find that so funny. After that, I did like a completion of different PS1 adverts based on games that I played growing up. Now, originally, I originally edited them together and to do like a commentary on them. But I tried to do it, but I just kept on getting too distracted by the actual advert, so I just didn't know what to say. And plus, half of them were going really, really quickly. I didn't realise how quick these adverts went. So in the end, I just uploaded it as like an editing practice. After that video, I did something called the noises of Michael Rossin. Yeah, again, trying to jump onto on the trend bandwagon of doing a video based on Michael Rosen, the author guy who people have made so many YouTube poops on them. It honestly is surprising. So I tried to do my own one. I managed to get 104 views on it, so it can't have been that bad. I just wish people commentated. I just wish people leave a comment. I mean, I do see a few comments, but I just wish I had more. Like, I'm not trying to be huge or anything. I just, I just want to see what people think. That's all. I'm not trying to be like the next Cadigarus or the next Mr. Beast, because I know I'm never going to be that big, but just a few little comments, that's all. Just saying, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's I agree with. I agree with that. Yeah. After that, I did a Crash Bandicoot versus Sonic the Hedgehog video because personally, again, this is my opinion. I prefer I just think Crash Bandicoot is slightly better than Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the Sonic franchise, but I just think Crash has that something that Sonic doesn't have, and yeah, I really hope this noise doesn't like interfere with what I'm saying. I'm really hoping it doesn't interfere with the audio. I'm going to move the microphone slightly nearer so you can hear my voice better. After that, I did a video. This was to actually celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Show. I'm a huge Rocky Horror fan, and I just had to make a video on it. And I thought, instead of just talking about how it, defines LGBTQ in cinema or how liberating it is or the hidden themes, I decided to talk about how Rocky Horror is essentially, it can be a pretty disturbing horror film if you think about it. Watch the video to know what I mean. But yeah, that was like a anniversary type thing video. Only 7 views. I'm really surprised about that. And then after that, I went through a bit of a Small Soldiers phase again because I grew up watching the original film, and I don't know why. That's the weird thing about me. I go through different phases. I go through different interests, and I get bored and I move on to something else. Sometimes it might be a new thing. Sometimes it might be something I used to like that I've fallen in love with again. And Small Soldiers was one of those things. And one thing I noticed when I was watching the original film and playing the PS1 game for the first time was, even though they look human, are the Commander Elite human? Because they don't really explain that. But again, just watch the video if you know what I mean. Like I said, I'm not going to go over full details on these videos. You're just going to have to watch them yourself. But then after that, I did what is so far my most ambitious series, and that was the Ace Lightning Files. The main reason why I did this is because no one ever talks about Ace Lightning. I've only met one other YouTuber who knows what Ace Lightning is, called William Haywood. I'll put a link in the description below because he's like the only other YouTuber I know who talks about Ace Lightning. And if you don't know what Ace Lightning is, it was a CBBC show, and it's very underrated, very overlooked. And it's perfect for a reboot. But again, just watch the videos to know what I mean and see for yourself. And I really tried with these videos. I really wanted to make them as professional, as well researched as I could get. And yeah, it will come across as amateur level, but I am an amateur. What would people expect, really? That's all I'm really going to talk about right now, because I just wanted to talk about my channel. I will upload this, whatever you want to call it, onto the channel, onto the Dr. I channel. I might change the name, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I might be doing videos like this from now on because I actually rather enjoy it doing it like this. I do enjoy speaking without script because I don't feel like I'm forcing what I'm saying anymore. Because, for example, in my Ace Lightning files, when I listen to myself, I just feel it just sounds like I'm reading from a script. It doesn't feel natural. But as you can see, reading without a script, it does feel more natural. And what I'm saying is what I'm actually thinking right now. I come across as more relatable. I come across as more natural. I don't just sound like an AI voice reading from a script. But I'm just going to stop now. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I think this video is long enough. Just got to wait and see when I do a new one. But I just hope I've got I've got a good idea to talk about next time. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a nice day, and you know, have a yeah, have a nice weekend. Bye.